Manchester United to get new owner. Glazers selling club for over $5 billion. Mbappé unexpectedly defends Yamal. Real Madrid ready to sell Vinicius Jr. and incredible Neymar transfer. All of this and more in today's episode. The Glazer family, who have owned Manchester United since 2005, are considering selling the club. According to the Daily Star, the American owners are open to an offer from investors from the United Arab Emirates if the sum exceeds €5 billion. This could mark the end of an era that brought the club 20 trophies, including 5 Premier League titles, the Champions League, the Europa League, the FA Cup, 4 League Cups, and the FIFA Club World Cup. However, most of these achievements occurred before 2013, when Sir Alex Ferguson managed the team. After his departure, United won only 6 trophies, among them the Europa League, 2 League Cups, 2 FA Cups, and the Community Shield. The club has never been a Premier League champion, and the highest position achieved after the Ferguson era was second. Despite individual successes, the club's overall dynamics are concerning. Last season, the team finished 15th in the APL, the lowest in history. Fans have criticized the Glazers for years for their debt-ridden management model. The club, which had virtually no debt since 1931, now owes over €1 billion. In August 2025, the debt reached €740 million, and another €120 million was raised to finance transfers. Even the arrival of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who owns 28.94% of the shares and controls football operations, has not changed the situation. Although he invested over €58 million in modernizing Carrington, financial decisions remain with the Glazers. Meanwhile, a consortium from the United Arab Emirates has already approached several former United players with offers to become ambassadors for the new project. Official contacts with the Glazers have not yet been confirmed, but negotiations are expected to intensify in the first half of 2026. If the deal goes through, it could become the most sensational club sale in the history of English football. Inter Miami is paving the way for a transfer sensation that could become the biggest in MLS history. The club is seriously considering signing Neymar to revive the legendary MSN trio. According to Marca and ESPN, the club's management aims to reunite Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Neymar, a trio that became a symbol of an era at Barcelona, winning the Champions League in 2015 and setting record-breaking goal tallies. Today, Messi and Suarez are already playing together at Inter Miami, while Neymar returned to Santos in January, signing a short-term contract valid until December. After that, he will become a free agent, opening the door for a potential move to the USA in 2026. According to sources, no official negotiations are currently taking place between the parties, but Neymar's agents admit that the Miami option is attractive, especially given the World Cup, which will be held in North America at that time. If the transfer happens, it will not only complete a historic reunion, but also transform Inter Miami into the main showcase of world football in the USA. Kylian Mbappé, Real Madrid and France national team star, has come to the defense of Lamine Yamal, who has recently been in the spotlight not only for his play but also for his personal life. In an interview with Movistar, the French forward urged the media and fans to leave alone the young Barcelona talent, emphasizing that Yamal is a top player on the field, but in life he is still an 18-year-old boy. Mbappé stressed that everyone makes mistakes at this age, and it is important to allow Lamine to go through his journey without excessive external pressure. He has a great passion for football, and that's the only thing he can't lose. The rest is his personal life. People talk too much about him. Let him understand for himself what is good for him, said Mbappé, who himself experienced similar pressure at a young age after his breakthrough at Monaco. These words came against the backdrop of a difficult period for Yamal. During the international break, he continues to recover from an injury, and in the 2025-2026 season, he has played only 5 matches, scoring 2 goals and providing 4 assists. Incidentally, French PSG intended to set a new transfer record by offering €230 million for Lamine Yamal. According to Spanish media, the young talent has already considered this offer, but responded with a categorical no. Yamal is firmly determined to continue his career in Catalonia and does not plan to change clubs in the near future. Real Madrid, it seems, has finally found a replacement for Toni Kroos, and it's not Rodri or Enzo Fernandez, but Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. According to AS, the Spanish giants see the 21-year-old English midfielder as the long-awaited conductor of the midfield, capable of controlling the tempo of the game as elegantly as Kroos did. Wharton has already played over 50 matches for Palace, and his ability to distribute the ball and read the game has attracted the attention of top European clubs. The player's contract is valid until 2029, and the club itself is actively working on extending it to protect the asset from a potential transfer. According to Transfer Feed, the Madrid side is closely monitoring the situation, considering Wharton as the successor not only to Kroos, but also to Modric. Regarding the possible transfer fee, Crystal Palace expects no less than €80 million, but the Hard Tackle reports that Real is not ready to pay more than €60 million. This creates the potential for complex negotiations that could unfold as early as the summer of 2026. If the deal goes through, it could become one of the most interesting transfer stories of the next season, with a chance to restart the Madrid midfield in the style of Kroos. In turn, Real Madrid has set a price tag of €250 million for Vinicius Jr. amid constant interest from Saudi Arabian clubs. According to Fichajes and Foot Africa, this is how much the Merengues expect to receive for the Brazilian winger if he decides to leave the club in the summer of 2026. The most active contender is considered to be Al-Ahli, which, according to Football Transfers, is ready to make a record offer of €345 million, even exceeding Neymar's transfer to PSG. Vinicius's contract with Real is valid for less than 2 more years, and the club is ready to consider a sale if the player does not agree to reduced salary demands. Despite 5 goals and 4 assists in 10 matches this season, Vinicius's form raises questions, and his status in the team is no longer untouchable. However, the Madrid side has no intention of selling the player for an undervalued price, only for a sum that matches his marketing and sporting potential. If the deal goes through, it could become the most expensive transfer in football history. Manchester United is preparing a transfer attack on one of Serie A's brightest young talents, Kenan Yıldız. According to Daily Briefing, the English club will make the Turkish forward of Juventus their main priority for the summer of 2026. The Red Devils are ready to offer €90 million for the 20-year-old striker, surpassing interest from Chelsea and Arsenal. Juventus has no intention of easily letting go of its key player. Yıldız's contract is valid until 2029, and the club is already working on renewing it. The player himself shows no desire to leave Turin, which complicates any negotiations. According to Court Offside, United sees him as a potential successor to Bruno Fernandes, while Chelsea considers Yıldız as part of a global overhaul of the attacking line. For Juve, Kenan has played 92 matches, scoring 18 goals and providing 15 assists. Transfermarkt values him at €75 million, but the transfer fee is expected to be significantly higher precisely due to competition and a long-term contract. English striker Al-Ahli Ivan Toney has entered the sphere of interest of Chelsea, who plans to intensify negotiations as early as winter. According to Identifies News, the London club is preparing an offer for a 6-month loan with an option to buy, while being ready to cover 70% of the player's salary. Toney, who has played 10 matches this season and scored 8 goals with 1 assist, remains one of the most productive Englishmen outside the Premier League. His move to Saudi Arabia in the summer caused much discussion, but the player's form has not dropped. On the contrary, he demonstrates stable goal-scoring and leadership qualities. Chelsea is looking for options to strengthen the attack, and Toney's experience in English football could be a key argument. If the deal goes through, it will be the first step towards the striker's return to the top level in the Premier League, and a chance for the Blues to solve the problem of converting chances. Tottenham has received a powerful financial boost, £100 million from the Lewis Family Trust, which could be a key factor in the battle for the transfer of Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. According to GiveMeSport, the club is considering signing the 25-year-old forward as early as the next transfer window, and is ready to outbid competitors both financially and in terms of personal contract terms. Semenyo, who has scored 9 goals and provided 5 assists in the Premier League this season, is valued at approximately £35–40 million. Bournemouth is not in a hurry to sell the player, but the investment from the Lewis Family Trust allows the Spurs to act aggressively, especially after Daniel Levy's dismissal and a change in management strategy. Negotiations are expected to intensify as early as January, and Semenyo himself sees a move to a top club as the next step in his career. If the deal goes through, it could be the first high-profile transfer of Tottenham's new era. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep watching for more football action, and have a wonderful day.